Hi there, Empowerfully Unlabeled here. Thank you for joining me on Full Moon in Aries, October 17th, 2024. Wow, it's been a crazy energetic week. Let me tell you, for me, oh boy, there's a lot of things I want to do during this video today. I want to talk about the Aries sign a little bit and explore maybe what this full moon represents. I'm not quite a master or, in astrology, but I do research it. I've been interested in it my whole life, and I do love learning about it. So we're going to explore that together today, and I'm going to tell you the feelings that I've had this week and kind of share with you the insights of what this all means for me, and maybe you can relate. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse and clear the space, play some chimes for some sound bath. I'm going to pull a card or two for the Sacred Forest Oracle, and also a card or two for the crystal. The deck that I'm using is called Crystals for Beginners. It's about 60 card. It's about a 60 card deck, and we'll just see what pops out for learning about a couple new crystals, and we'll see what else pops up in the conversation. Thank you again so much for joining me. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and light up this candle for the highest, most benevolent whole God source energy, spirit, whatever you want to call it. Gratitude for God, Spirit, Holy Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I like to light up frankincense. I love the smell, and frankincense, fire, and smoke that comes from it. Please cleanse and clear this space. My vessel, my mind, body, and spirit, from any discordant energies or malevolent energies. Cleanse and clear the space, bringing it back to harmony and neutrality. And please continue to do your work until the space is back to balance and harmonized fully. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Thank you, smoke. And I'm going to go ahead and you can call it a prayer, speak to my higher self, whatever you want to call it. You can join me if you'd like. I'm going to put my right hand over my heart and my left hand sort of over my belly button here. Breathe in completely, bringing in, what I do is I envision a triangle of light coming in, and a golden rainbow, like all the light spectrums. Sometimes it comes in as just this white light. It's just all light. I just imagine it all coming in, all the way in down to my feet as I'm breathing in. And then I hold in for a few seconds, and then as I breathe out, I imagine from the earth a triangle coming up, and it's kind of like a brown color, and that the white light triangle stays down and it merges with the brown triangle coming up, the root coming in, and it kind of, I imagine the light and the matter kind of merging in with each other and connecting with each other. So as I'm breathing out, the earth energy, matter energy, whatever, that's how I envision it, is coming up and out and merging with the light energy. Okay, so here we go. Holy, divine, mighty I am presence. Thank you for this beautiful day. I ask for you to be with me, to take my hand. I invite you into my life to provide me with your divine guidance. And I will do my best to pay attention to the signs, synchronicities, and symbols out there that you direct me, leading me to my highest, most benevolent path. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I call forth all the most appropriate lights, healing modalities of light, frequency, energy to rain down on me, to cleanse and clear my auric fields and channels, cleanse and clear my mind, body, and spirit from any discordant energies, malevolent energies, bringing me back to balance and a harmonized, neutralized state of being. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your help. And so it is. Okay, so anyway, I just kind of intuitively say what comes to mind, and today in particular, I feel like cleansing is so important. In my dream time last night, the only dream that I can remember is there was all these pillows and pillowcases, and they aren't even like my pillowcases. They were just some odd, weird pillowcases, but I was cleaning them. Like they would have, fur, dust, garbage, whatever on them, and I was just washing them away, and making them all pretty, fluffing them up and cleaning them and stuff like that. And I think I just kept having that same dream. So like waking up, I feel like today is just a day of cleansing and clearing, maybe your space, your bedding in particular. Maybe it just needs to be spruced up, cleaned, cleansed. So today I'm gonna wash my bedding today. I'm just gonna maybe do some vacuuming, some cleaning, cleansing around my space. And then just now, this prayer, speaking to my higher self, God source, asking for a cleansing, clearing of my mind, body, and spirit, and just kind of having that intention of just letting it clean out and renew, so the feelings that I have about this week and the energies that were prior to the full moon and then leading up to we're at and after the full moon now, and now it's phasing out of the full moon from this point on. I think at 4 a.m. it was at 100%, I believe, in my area. But anyway, leading up to the full moon, I just was really observing everywhere short fuses, irritability, anger, just a lot. And, I can't lie, I felt it too, just really having a hard time with being patient, not getting angry with just the little things in it. Things just seem to like happen so randomly, and but now it's like I woke up this morning and I feel a shift now. I feel like it's like, okay, we've had a really emotional week, with all the solar geomagnetic storms and all the environmental things that are happening around, around the US in particular, here, just a lot of things. And then with the political things going on, it's just been a very emotional time. The smoke's coming towards me. Thank you. I must need a lot of transmuting going on here, yeah. So, now it's just, I feel like, okay, when those things happen, I know it's important to honor those feelings. it's important to honor all those emotions that come up. It's important to do it in a way that is not going to affect other people. So, which is why I did post about a dream that I had here, a couple days ago, about how the irritabilities were going to be, intensified, and they sure did. Even yesterday, it was quite crazy. There was a lot of honking of horns, yelling on the, I do deliveries, so I see a lot of that community interactions, and there really was a lot of short fuses going on out there. But today I just feel there's a heart activation going on, and I feel more of a sense of calm happening, and it's almost like leading up to the full moon, all this irritability and anger was kind of popping up to be, felt, released. And now it's like, okay, now we let's let that go, and let's think about what we want to do moving forward. What do we want to create for ourselves moving forward? It's about, Aries is the beginning, represented as the beginning of the astrological chart, right? The beginning of the cycle. So I think of babies, adolescents, children, toddlers, that sort of thing. And it's kind of like, we're all in our little inner toddler this last week, like with all this stuff going on, it's just these little spats, and having a hard time controlling and managing our emotions and feelings, and then, but now it's like transitioning to, okay, what does that inner child need? What does that inner child really want to do to have joy in their life, right? Like my little girl I want to dance. I have been taking dancing classes. So I do hip hop, starting to learn belly dance. And so I woke up this morning, and there's this belly dancing song that's repeating in my head. It's like, girl, you want to dance? Okay, let's do our dance, and I'm going to do that today. But I just feel it's really important at this point in time to really think about what you want to manifest for yourself. I'm going to use my imagination and think about what really brings me joy. I'm going to get myself in it and feel like I'm there, and just paint this picture in my mind about what's really fun for me and what do I want moving forward for myself, right? That's a part of the manifestation, right? What makes you happy? Maybe you like to draw, maybe you like sports, maybe you like to cook, what's your craft, right? So I'm going to imagine it, I'm going to feel it, I'm going to play the movie picture in my mind, and I'm going to be there in my imagination. I'm going to really be there. And then once that's done, I'm going to talk about it. It's part of the scribing process, right? You can talk out loud, maybe talk to a friend about it, talk to yourself about it, like I am right now in this room. Just talk out loud about what it is that you wanted, or write in a journal. And this all really helps to solidify how you manifest things into your life, okay? But there's another really important part, and some people think, you just need to feel it, think about it, write about it, whatever, and that's it, but manifestation is more than that. It's like, once you know what you want, and you write about it, you draw out the plan, whatever, you actually need to be proactive in seeing the breadcrumbs that are presented to you, having an awareness of where those breadcrumbs are, and not necessarily, there's action involved. You can move towards those breadcrumbs, of course, but you don't always have to do that. Like, it comes to you but have an awareness of what are the barriers that you are sabotaging yourself with. What barriers are you putting in between you and those breadcrumbs, right? I hope I make sense. But just taking a look at what am I doing to prevent myself from doing that? You know, and how do I get rid of those barriers so that I can get what I want? You know, that's a huge part of that manifestation. So anyway, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and play some chimes. I feel called to just do some random sounds today. And I'm really sensitive to sounds and vibrations, frequencies, that kind of thing. So I can really feel it in my body. If it helps you to, it helps me sometimes to close my eyes while I'm listening, and I just allow the sounds to come in. And if you really tune yourself into these sounds and with the intention of, you know, the frequency, the vibration of that sound, because sound is actually electricity. It is a form of electricity, that it will go to the areas of your body that you're needing the tuning in, you know? And I truly believe that it allows for healing. So anyway, here we go. Okay. These chimes, they represent certain planetary systems, like this one's for Mars and whatnot. I've got Vesta, that's an asteroid in the asteroid belt, you know, really, really cool chimes. I just love them. I got them on Amazon. All right, I'm going to read a little bit about this, the ram, because I was thinking about this. What is this Aries sign? Because I don't have very much Aries in my own astrological chart, so I haven't been drawn to read or research about it very much. So I thought it would be kind of fun to read about it here. This is in the Animal Speak book by Ted Andrews. And I'm going to read about the rams, just the Aries animal for Aries. So the keynote is for seeking new beginnings. And this is the beginning of the astrological cycle, so that's fitting. So this cycle of power is late fall or early winter. It's early winter, right? Late fall, perfect. The ram has long been a symbol in many societies. For many, it was a symbol of sacrifice. It was killed in ritualistic traditions for a variety of purposes. This is found often in biblical lore. Moses initiated Passover with the sacrifice of a lamb, and it also symbolized the quest for great rewards. As seen in the Greek heroic tale of Jason and the quest of the Golden Fleece, it is also a symbol of great force and power. Battering rams were used in many societies to knock down doors and gates of enemies. Wow. So, okay, well, there was a lot of, ramming type of energy going on this last week. I can tell you that. If the ram has shown up in your life, prepare to seek out new beginnings in some area of your life. The ram is a symbol for the astrological sign of Aries, the first month of the astrological year. It falls in the spring, a time of new beginnings. The ram tells us to assert ourselves in new areas. Beautiful. In Chinese astrology, the goat and the sheep, in quotations, ram, are often interchanged, representing one of the 12 months of the year. It is a sign associated with sensitivity and perseverance. They are somewhat stoic, never coming out and speaking their minds directly, but they can also have a tendency toward impracticality in the Chinese tradition. In real life, rams embody many of the characteristics associated with them in mythology and lore. Their power and strength is often depicted in nature films where they are seen butting heads in duels of strength. Oh my gosh. I'm just laughing a little bit because I really have seen a lot of it this week. Like people, I've seen people have arguments, honking at each other just for silly, silly things. Just a lot of that this week. That's why I'm kind of like, yeah, this is. Rams and ewes of the bighorn sheep family live above the timberline. They eat tender grasses and the flowers of certain herbs. Throughout the spring and summer, they build up layers of fat and thick coat, which enables them to survive the winters. The horns are a predominant feature of the ram. In individuals with this totem, they simulate great mental activity. There is a curiosity and an active imagination that must be constantly fueled, and that gets stronger with each passing year, just as the horns of the ram grow larger with each passing year. The horns of the ram are weapons, a form of defense, and a status symbol. They grow throughout the life of the animal, eventually forming a full curl or spiral. The spiral is a symbol of great creativity, and because it is associated with the head in the case of the ram, it has even more significance. For those with this totem, there will occur a new stimulation of mental faculties, imagination, and inspiration, along with the energy to act upon it. Wow! That is so awesome for what I just talked about, because wow, this really matches with the energies I was feeling and what I felt this morning. Because with the ram, just how people have been so irritable and just argumentative from what I've witnessed this week. And then with the new energy that I'm feeling this morning, I'm feeling like, okay, let's let some of this go now, and let's have some growth, and let's have some fun with our imagination and manifesting those things that we want for joy in our life, right? This is great. So, and then it continues to talk about the young rams often play a form of king of the mountain, testing strength in new positions. This is most evident in the autumn when the pecking order becomes more focused. There begins challenges for the right to mate with the ewes. The rams spin, lunge through the air, and heads crash, horns knocking together. This continues until one admits defeat. For those with this totem, autumn may bring a time for you to assert your strength and move to new challenges. A ram can live to about 14 years of age, but the life expectancy decreases with the size of the horns. Wow. Okay, I'm going to read this last paragraph. It says, if the ram has come into your life, do some examination, but don't take too long with it. It is usually an indication of a time to make some new beginnings, to initiate new endeavors rather than just think about it. So that's where I said part of the manifestation is actually taking action towards seeing those barriers that you need to remove, moving towards those, being aware of the breadcrumbs, where they're at, and how to get them to you, allow them to come to you or to move towards them, right? Taking advantage of opportunities, that are presenting themselves. And are you staying balanced as you make new leaps and climbs, right? So the cleansing and clearing, meditating, really relaxing yourself so that you can think more clearly, right? When the ram shows up, it will teach you to bring forth the powers of the mind and imagination and use them to seek out new heights and new adventures. So I'm so glad that I did that meditation and talked about how bringing the light in and the matter and letting them merge together to work together, right? With your breathing exercises. So beautiful. Okay. The next thing I want to do is pull a card from the Sacred Forest Oracle. And this is Denise Lynn created this deck. I love this deck. I love the forest and the trees, and so I wanted to find an oracle deck that embodied that. And this deck is just it's beautiful. It's stunning. The pictures are beautiful, and literally every single card here has a beautiful message in it that really could be a beautiful message for any day. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle and see what card comes out. Wow, this is still smoking. This is still smoking. So a lot of cleansing going on today, which is a good thing. So at least in my opinion, it's a very good thing. Okay, Sacred Forest Oracle. I'm gonna shuffle it 3 times and then play with the cards until one pops out, and we'll see what comes out for our message in this video. There's 2. These cards are so big, it's a little bit difficult to shuffle, but I'm gonna do my best. All right, let's see what pops out. Oh, this one came out right away. Meandering pathway, flow. And the card number is 24. So it looks like that's Merlin there. He's got his wand and a light coming out of the end of the wand. So he's manifesting something there in the forest. There's some light out front there that he's looking towards. Okay, but I see also that he's planted very much into the ground as well. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna find the page and I'm gonna read about this. Number 24. So 24 might be significant for somebody, or the number 6. 2 and 4 is 6. Meandering pathway, flow. There's the card. Oh, that's the best. Okay. It says, as you saunter down the pathway, you are not sure what is around the next corner, but you are relishing the moment. You gaze at the interplay of light and dark, of the leaves, of the trees, and inhale the fresh forest air. All is well. You know that you don't have to see your destination. All that is required is to enjoy the journey. I love it. When life presents you a meandering path rather than a straight shot to a goal, you can feel frustrated. You might bemoan the fact that the path seems aimless and roundabout, and that you can't see what's ahead. On the other hand, you can just enjoy the voyage. If life right now seems to have some sinuous curves, bends, loops, and turns, don't despair. All is as it should be. This card is suggesting that you relinquish control to the path forward and just see where it takes you. You don't have to have all the answers to succeed. You don't need to know what tomorrow holds to have an astounding future. Simply sit back and enjoy the ride. You'll get to exactly where you need to be for your highest good. Beautiful. Okay, so, and then it says, The spirit of the meandering pathway says, everything falls into place when you don't resist the flow of the meandering pathway of life. Allow the path to take you where you need to go. Don't hurry it or resist it. Simply let go, surrender, and enjoy the journey. Wonderful. I love that message. That's so fitting for right now, like with what I was talking about with earlier about the idea of manifesting, and a huge part of that is just you allow the things to come to you. You know what you want. First of all, you need to know what you want, right? And then once you know what you want, you feel it, you embody it, you imagine it, but then you let it come to you. It's like a magnet, right? And it's going to come sooner or later, but you need to have a knowing and an understanding and awareness of what barriers you're allowing to come between you and them. It's like a self-sabotage, and we do that. We self-sabotage our own ability to get, to allow what's destined for us to come, by resisting the natural flow of things. So, and I know this is a beautiful message for me too. I know this is something that I need to listen to as well. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to finish this off with a crystal card. So I love the crystal kingdom. I love rocks and crystals. It's a hobby of mine. I have quite a few here. But I'm still learning, I'm not a master or some professional on crystals and rocks. So I got this deck here. It's called Crystals for Beginners. And I did complete, a crystal Reiki course. I have done that. I know a little bit about crystals, but not everything, and there's so many out there, and they do, each crystal has, a different energy to it, and different things that they can do to help you in your healing process. So I just like to learn new ones too. So let's explore. I'm gonna shuffle 3 times and then see what pops out in this card deck for us to learn about. This one. Ooh. Okay. Redo. Which one of you crystal cards is gonna want to pop out for us to learn about today? Please, just one. Ooh. Okay, well, we got 2. Oh my gosh. This one I love. This one I actually love so much. This is blue kyanite. This is one of my favorite crystals. Okay, I love all of them, but I love kyanite. I actually have kyanite right here. This is Brazilian kyanite. This one has a lot of pearlesque sheen in it. I love it. And it says it's a crystal for deep meditative states. It's a spirit crystal for ultimate healing, and the vibration is extremely high. Amplifying high frequency energies, blue kyanite aligns chakras and subtle bodies, clearing pathways and meridians. This powerful stone grounds and meditates the flow of spiritual energy. It restores ki, life, which is life force, to the physical body, and it restabilizes the energy bodies and soul after transformation. Good one for today, right? Kyanite is tranquilizing, inducing deep meditative states, and yet stimulates psychic abilities. So this is a good one. This is a good one to hold when you're meditating, breathing, and whatnot. to bring you more in tune to your visions. Speaking with your higher self, in your inner mind's eye. Facilitating detaching from the idea of blind fate to implacable karma. Blue kyanite reveals measures required to balance out the past. It encourages speaking your highest truth. So yeah, like I just said, with your higher self, right? And in the body, it's good for your muscular system, your temperature control, your thyroid, your adrenal glands, your throat, and your brain. For your mind, it promotes logical thought and overcomes fears. It's blue. It could be transparent or opaque, striated, and it's a bladed crystal. Yeah, which you could tell with this one, how it kind of blades out. I just love it. It's really shiny too. They use kyanite in. I read about this a while ago. NASA used kyanite for the thermal plates in space, in the the ship, whatever. I don't know why I can't think of the name of it, but in the rockets, they use this in the tiles, kyanite. It's really cool. Anyway, so there's another one here. This one I don't know very much about. Morganite, or pink beryl, the crystal for emotional fulfillment. This could be a really good one, with kind of the emotional instability, the irritabilities from the week, and short fuses, anger, that sort of thing. Very important emotions to be able to feel once in a while, but it sure does feel good when you can get it out and bring yourself back to balance. So anyway, this crystal here, morganite, or pink beryl, is for the mind. It's a love attractor. The vibration is also extremely high on this one. Morganite attracts unconditional love, encouraging loving thoughts and actions towards yourself and others. Oh yes, we so need that after this full moon. Boy. Morganite facilitates recognizing unfulfilled emotional needs and unexpressed feelings. Yeah, it dissolves conscious or unconscious resistance to healing and change, clearing victim mentality and opening the heart to receive unconditional love and healing. The stone holds the emotional body stable while psychosomatic changes take place and creates a holding space for cellular and DNA changes to occur. Yeah, I was just earlier I love synchronicities like this, because I was just talking earlier about how I was feeling the shift from, feeling all this anger and irritability to now I feel like the heart's kind of opening up, and we're bringing in this love energy now and bringing ourselves back to balance. This stone can really help with that, apparently. So it also says this loving stone is a superb antidote to stress and tension. Wonderful. For the body, it's good for the circulatory and nervous systems and the heart, the sexual organs, and the cellular structure. For spirit, it aids in soul retrieval, realigns the energetic and physical bodies with the soul, and activates and cleanses the heart chakra. So it's pink with prismatic crystals, and it may be transparent and pyramidal. So there it is. Beautiful. Thank you all for joining me so much. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will be talking to you again soon. Mwah!